Morning, everybody. Rick here. Deb and I are in Clinton, Oklahoma. We're standing in front of the Route 66 Museum. Clinton is on Route 66, so it's really appropriate and it's really packed. We've been here before. It's packed full of memorabilia from the bygone days of Route 66. So if you're on anything on this rather brisk but nice Saturday morning, I'm inviting you to come along and join us. So let's get started. Okay, here's the outside of the building. We're going to do the outside after we get down to the museum itself. There's some things that we're going to look at. Let me kind of go over here. Let's do a quick, we'll just walk down this way real quick, and then we're going to get started on the inside. Okay, well, we made it inside. So we're going to just show you the lobby area here. There's an opportune moment right there. 66 Museum, the Corvette. We've done that before. But anyway, this is really we've been here several times before. A portion of the curb, it says. Okay, located on Route 66 in Clinton, Oklahoma. It was paved with Portland concrete in the early stages of construction. Okay, well, that's interesting. Here's an old Coca-Cola cooler. Of course, they got all the signage. Interstate 40 is what of course, 66 and 40 run along the same. The 66 is just over a little bit further. But we've been on both over the years. We've been on 66 and, of course, 40 west and east. There's an old jukebox. Yeah, I mean, this is just a really cool place. Got a lot of signage. We got a Super Shell gas pump there. Phillips 66. And here we have a Nova Super Sport convertible. They have different cars. I can't remember what the car was last time we were here. I think it was there again, it was probably a like an Impala Shiva or something. I can't remember. But it's really nice. We're going to be making our way to the inside here just pretty quick. But look at that interior, really nice. Really nice. Yeah. We actually went Route 66 from Vinita, Oklahoma to Shamrock, Texas. If you ever go out to Shamrock, Texas, I want to warn you right now, there's the historic gas station and cafe, but that's all that's in Shamrock. There's just not a lot there as far as they got motels. They got all kinds of motels, but just not a whole lot else. There's an old Royal Crown Cola, and of course they got other Pennzoil, an old school zone sign. Yeah, really, really nice. And there's I love this. I didn't see that earlier. Museum, Route 66 Museum quilt. Boy, that is really cool. Okay, well, I think we're going to go ahead and go on in and get started in the actual museum part here. There's exhibits outside too. We're going to be going on those just as soon as we get done with the museum. Of course, they've got all kinds of souvenirs. I mean, shirts and hats and stickers and magnets. I might get me a magnet. I don't think I got a magnet from here. I got a coffee cup, I think, from here. And there's just all kinds of memorabilia that you can buy here. Just whatever. clocks. Oh, I'd love to have one of those clocks. And then here's some. Oh, wow. Corvette and a Mustang. It's all Route 66. Oh, that's really nice. More cars. I don't know if these are actually for sale or not. They might be. Little gas pumps. Yeah, this just kind of gives you an idea. And of course, all kinds of hats. There's a hat like I've got one just like it. Evidently I got it here, but they sell these hats everywhere. So anyway, I think we're going to go on and get started in the museum. Oh wow! Here's some more things here from the. We're just getting inside of the museum now. That's the Wigwam Motel, Route 66, Holbrook, Arizona. Built in 1950, 15 concrete and steel teepees. Oh, that's really nice. An old drive-in there. And of course, all of these pictures and just everything. Greetings from Springfield, Illinois. Chicago, Illinois. Depending on who you ask, the route starts Santa Monica Pier and it ends in Chicago. But it could very well go the other way. I mean, now this building here, we've actually been there. I've actually got pictures of that building there in Tulsa area. Tulsa has an old area, and we've actually been to a lot of these places. Now there's that, but that says 4 women on the route, but the one I've got says cars on the route. So they must have changed their name, or something happened, I'm not sure. Now here's I was talking about the gas station in Shamrock. Well, that's it right here. There's also a cafe, and it's where Elvis supposedly ate. Now here's showing gas stations, and now when we were there, we didn't see all that. I don't know if they're even still. They're not there as far as I know. I don't remember seeing that many of anything in Shamrock. There's Winslow, Arizona, based after the song from the Eagles. San Bernardino, Flagstaff, Petrified Forest, just everywhere. Here's a pier and yacht harbor, Santa Monica, California. And like I said, that's where the Route 66 originates. Of course, that says Main Street of America. And of course, this says Baby Rattlers. So if you lift the lid, you can see the Baby Rattlers. And all it is a Baby Rattler. a thing for babies. That's old though. I've seen that before in other places that we've been to. Kind of chilly out this morning, but still a very nice day. And of course, here we've got all kinds of newspaper articles. I mean, all kinds of newspaper articles. Linus Borgoff, Paris Hop. I don't know. Old comics. Some of these are from the area, and some are not. Anyway, it's just from back in the day. Here it shows them building parts of it. Now here is the route. Now here we've got some equipment. Now this is for building roads. It shows them their workers as they're building the road, Route 66. There's a tech manual from 1920s, Route 66. There's a Ford Model T from 1921. So that's kind of vehicles that you would have seen. There's some surveying equipment as you're driving down Route 66. That's what you would have seen. I mean, as they were building it. There's a 1917 Ford Rio touring car. Okay. More newspaper clippings. And then this would be the inside of an old garage at one time. It says Route 66 garage. And there's the air pump and the old tire changers. Just all kinds of stuff. Marlin oils. Different kinds of oils that they would have used during that time period. And here's a thermo denatured alcohol, non-rusting. It's actually a temperature gauge. It tells you how your antifreeze is working and proportion of water that you use and all of that. This is a Red Crown gasoline pump. And here's a water pump that you would use to fill up your water. Here's a Waterboy water bag, and you would hang that on the outside of your car, and as you were driving down the road, the water would get ice cold, believe it or not. And see, this would have been what they would have used while they're traveling. See, they got their traveling like a bag and a canister, and then they've got this little accordion type gate where they would close everything in. They got tire chains on their spare. Now that would be like if you run into like snow. Well, that would be, and of course all their luggage is on top there. And this would have been what they would have lived in on the road. See, they took everything they needed. See, they got their little lean-to here with blankets and the mattress, and then various food items. Of cornflakes. There's where they had a little stove that they would have used. A butter churn. That's how they got from place to place. And there's a water bag there. Road under construction by the WPA. They build a lot of structures. The New Deal. Yeah, very interesting. All kinds of pictures. There's a this thing keeps shutting off on me. There's a 1932 Ford window coupe. Dust storm engulfed the land of Oklahoma, 1930. Dust Bowl. And another old Texaco gas station. There's a Firestone gas station, Phillips 66 gas station. Boy, there's just a lot to look at. There's an old parking meter. There's a great big lamp, street lamp. Traffic signals. Another parking meter. Somebody getting ready to go off in the Army or whatever. World War II, in the 40s, Route 66 was the main route to transport products across the Midwest. And there's a 1940 Coupe Deluxe. This is just full of all kinds of pictures and just all kinds of stuff. Look at this here. This is so neat. This is a 1932 International. This was the Central Freight Lines truck, what they used to haul merchandise or just whatever need to be hauling. Leeway Motor Freight. And there you see the crates in the back. And here's some more pictures of just all kinds of stuff. I mean, here's another Leeway moving van. There's a scale model of a Leeway freight truck with the old gas pump there in the background. Oh, wow, this is just full of all kinds of relics from the heyday of Route 66. It would have been, I think, from the 20s on. We're going to go on. And we've got an old Coca-Cola cooler. I mean, Coca-Cola cooler. Sorry, it's actually it's a soda fountain. It's where they made, like, I don't know, milkshakes, malts, that sort of thing. But that's an old soda fountain. That's what that is. And here we got an old. I'm not sure. I think this is a Ford. I think this is actually a Ford here. So, but it's in very, very, very good shape. Very nice. There's some more signage. Okay, used cars. Burma Shave signs. I've seen those, but there are not very many around anymore. Okay, I've got to do something. This thing keeps turning off on me and I don't know why. The battery's not low at all. I've got to do something. This isn't working right. I've done something. I don't know what I've done. I got to reset this whole thing now. Come on, okay, look here. Here's an old a telephone from back in the day. The old payphone. I got these buttons that you can push to hear different kinds of music, but I'm not going to do that today. Now here's a car for you, a 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air with a gas pump there. Now here's one of the Burma Shave signs. Big mistake, mini make, rely on horn instead of brake. Those are the Burma Shave signs. And that was even before my time. But they were very, very cool. And here's an old weigh machine. You'd put your quarter or whatever in, it would actually give you your weight. Little Sonic drive-in sign, 66 Cafe. And there's a table here that reminiscent of the old soda fountain days. That's what this is supposed to be, like a soda fountain. There's a jukebox. And a great big fountain service Coca-Cola sign. But anyway, I mean, that's just really neat. This would have been, let me kind of get back here and I'll get an overall view of the old-fashioned soda fountain. That's what this would have been. Then now we're going to go on and see what else we can find here in this Route 66 museum. Oh, looky here. An old bus. Isn't that cool? I know this has been here before. I think it was here last time we were here. If I can take a peek of the inside here. Yep, an old VW bus. They got their luggage and radio and guitar, and that's just really cool. Let's go back here. We'll try to get a little bit better look at it here. This would have been reminiscent of the 70s. Here's what this would have been. And here's a Plymouth roadside park area. And yet more signs of what you might have seen back in the day. This even has a little area that you got to give more headroom, where you could probably stand up in there if you wanted to. See the skylights up in there. Just real nice. I mean, you got the vest or the leather coat back there, the old thermos, and look at all the windows. A lot of windows. There's your dice. And there's the driving stick shift and all that. Yep. Spare tire right there in the front. Yeah, really nice. Peace and love on Route 66. That's what that van is supposed to represent. There's another surfer. That might have been like a surfer van. There's a 1967 Ford Mustang GT. Now here you go. This is a car cooler. This is probably before the days of air conditioning. It's window mounted, evaporate air cooler, sometimes referred to as a swamp cooler. It's an early type of automobile air conditioner. And then there's an old cooler for drinks. Oh yeah, just all kinds of. Here's some motor courts. I actually did a motor court in here recently. Those are really popular back in the day. And here is a cross-country Rambler. And it just looks like it's driving just down the road. This is really neat. They got the luggage rack there on the top with all their luggage and their picnic basket and their radio. The Coca-Cola cooler. It's kind of dark, but there's our transistor radio. Just everything to take a picnic with. There's a picnic basket there. Cross-country Rambler. It's like they're getting ready to have a picnic. You know, and then there's the picnic bench, picnic table there. It looks just like the ones in the picture here in the background. It looks very similar to those. Okay, well, I think we're going to go on. Oh, wait a minute. Here's some old cameras. Really old camera. There's a Brownie back there. 1955 Kodak Brownie. Movie camera. There's a Polaroid. I actually had one of those. Or one very similar to it. Yep, that was back before the digital cameras, of course, and all of that. There's a Chain of Rocks bridge. That's one I haven't been to yet. I've been to a lot of them in my area, anyway. But I haven't been to that one. Maybe someday I can go to that one. This is like a little movie theater area. And then here are some signs, and that would have been a stop along the route along the way on Route 66. It says cold drinks, Rucks, Curios, and another truss-style bridge on Route 66. And I've actually did a video on this here, just here recently, as a matter of fact. Yep, sure did. A lot of these places I did videos on a lot of these areas. If you check out my YouTube channel, here's some drive-ins. Wichita had 2 drive-ins at one time. They still have the one on MacArthur. Oh yeah, I remember those days. Now there's a Rock Cafe. We've been there. We've ate there. Really good food. Really nice food. We have actually been there. Yep. I think we were there like 2 or 3 summers ago. Of course, that's where we're at today. There's that Devil's Elbow Steel Truss Bridge. And I would love to get that one documented. I have not been there yet. Now the one in Stroud, we've been there. I think I've got that one documented. Like I said, a lot of these we have been to at one time or another. Now I've been here too, the Milk Bottle Building in Oklahoma City. Unfortunately, I have not done a video yet, or YouTube video of that yet, but I may do that in the future. There are a lot of these I took pictures of, but that's back before my video days. It keeps pausing on me. Okay. Okay, there's another old radio, an old Route 66 sign. Now there's a big red barn, and we were just there a few weeks ago when I did a video on that as well. There's one in Winslow, Arizona, and there's a pop shop, and we were just there again just a few weeks ago. Did a video on that too. There's a Coral Court Hotel. Yeah, very nice museum. I highly suggest if you live in this part of the neck of the woods, this is definitely worth the visit. Here's a bunch of motel keys. Old motel keys. Look at that. There's a ton of them. Look at that. From all different Holiday Inns and just all over. Vintage motel keys. Court Shamrock, Springfield, Illinois. Okay. Well, I think we're done, but we're not done yet. We're going to do the outside. We're going to do some other things here a little bit. Okay, we're back outside, and there's some things I want to show you on the outside of the building, on the outside of the museum. It's got a rather unique design. Now here, I'm going to read this to you. This is, it says, Chicago to Los Angeles, Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, Will Rogers Highway. It says here, the Oklahoma Route 66 Museum opened on September 23rd, 1995. The museum is operated by the Oklahoma Historical Society and focuses on the history of Route 66. The redevelopment of the museum was funded with federal, state, and private funds, with the citizens of Clinton, Oklahoma contributing over $200,000. Will Rogers and Route 66 are symbols of American optimism. They have become internationally known, sharing Oklahoma with the world. We are here just for a spell and then pass on. So get a few laughs and do your best you can. Live your life so that whenever you lose, You are ahead. Will Rogers. Well, it's warmed up a little bit since we first got here. It's warmed up quite a bit. And then they got a whole series of flags representing each of the states. Let me go up here and see if I can. The sun may be in the wrong spot this morning. We're going to go on around. There's some other things I want to show you here. We've never seen this at night. I bet it's really pretty at night. I've seen pictures on the web of this at night, and it's really pretty. It really is. There's a big banner. Oklahoma, US 66. Here is a project marker. I don't know if it's going to show up or not. Now maybe. This is a project marker replaced at the end of a paving contract length, indicating the section of the road is completed. This end of project marker was used during the original construction of Route 66 and placed at Neptune Park in Clinton, Oklahoma. Okay. And here's one, RW on it. This right-of-way marker was used to delineate between state-owned highway and right-of-way and private property. Markers of this kind were no longer used after the mid-1960s. Okay, well, I guess I didn't see that last time we were here. Now we're going to go down here and take a look at this piece of machinery down here. It's got Chicago Iron Works on the drum of this. Rubber tires, big rubber tires on the back, and then the metal tires on the front. Okay, this is Archer Mixer. Equipment was owned and used by the Oklahoma Department of Transportation during the construction of Route 66. And this was a catalog that showed this mixer. It's different. It's been sitting here, though. I remember this from last time we were here. And here's some, these rocks are laid out around the area too. Okay. Now over here, I'm going to show you something else too. This Phillips 66 gas truck. Fuel truck. Bright orange. This is a 1948 Dodge fuel truck. This 1948 B1C 3/4 ton fuel truck featured a standard 108 horsepower flathead straight six engine with cylinders mounted in a straight line along the crankcase with all the pistons driving a common crankshaft. This series was manufactured from 1948 to 1953 and replaced the pre-war Dodge truck. Okay, well that's interesting. Let me walk on around here and see if we can get a little bit better. Look at this old Dodge fuel truck. And then finally there's a diner. We're going to go check out this diner. Route 66 Diner. Fountain drinks, hot dogs, fries, burgers. Let's get a look at this. Roadside attraction, Oklahoma Route 66 Museum, Clinton, Oklahoma. The Oklahoma Route 66 Museum opened in 1995, offering visitors a look at the epic history of the Mother Road. All right, well, let's take a look at this old diner. The Route 66 Diner, the Valentine Manufacturing Company in Wichita, Kansas, built Valentine diners between 1938 and 1974. They were the only significant diner manufacturer outside the Northeast. The Valentine Diner was a small, boxy diner which was radically different from any other manufacturers. The company produced the vast majority of factory-built diners west of the Mississippi. They had from 5 to 10 stools around an L-shaped counter and was often featured a takeout window. There were no tables and lots of time it was standing room only. In order to pay the $5,000 that these diners sold for, the owners were to place 10% of their daily gross income in a lockbox, which was situated by the front door of the diner. Each month, a man from the train would come by, open the box, and send the payment to the manufacturer. The trainman was the only person that had the key to that lockbox. This diner was opened for business on Route 66 in 1956 at Shamrock, Texas, by M.L. Porter and his wife Alta, and was known as the Porter House Cafe. It was closed in 1964. And that would have been your takeout window right here. And that would have been your takeout diner. I'm sorry about this. This would have been your takeout window, if I can talk right. And I know this is locked. But we're going to kind of get a little peek in here. Here, there's a counter area. I'm trying to block it from the glare. Just a really nice, cute little diner. Look at this. Really nice. There's the bar stools. And there's your soda fountain with your pop. There's your ice cream maker back in there. And of course there's your counter space. And here's your old malt maker up here. Then there's your menu up there. Coke a dime, Pepsi a dime, Dr. Pepper a dime. It was all a dime. Milk was 10 cents, and tea was 10 cents. They were all 10 cents. Okay. Their food was also, very, very, but you got to remember what year this was. 1950s. But that's probably about as good as I can get it. without going in, and I know it's not opened. It's never has been opened. But yeah, it's locked. But at any rate, pretty interesting history about this old diner. And what's even more cool is it came from Wichita, Kansas, my neck of the woods. There's an old tabletop jukebox. Now I remember those. I remember actually using those. And of course all salt, pepper, shakers, it's all got Route 66 on them. I'm trying to show you the inside of this. Ceiling fan, and it's got Coca-Cola on it. There's coffee cups back there with Route 66 on it. The big heavy ceramic coffee cups. Oh, let me see if I can see that. I know you can't read that. Cheeseburgers, 4 for $1. Hamburgers, about the same price. And hot dog, 25 cents. Fries, 20 cents. Fries a dime. Chips a dime. That's probably about as good as I'm going to be able to get by just looking in the front windows here. Trying to let you see the inside of it here. Very classic. Very nice. Sure wish you let people go in here, but I can understand why they don't. And there's big jugs of pop that would fed the soda machine. They've got mug, root beer, Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola, those big jugs up there. Of course, like I think I pointed out, the malt maker, and just really nice. All right, well, I think we're done with this. I've got some other areas I'm going to be going to, hopefully, today. Okay. The adult admissions are $7 a piece. Senior citizens are $5. 62 and older. At a very reasonable price. It really is, and it's a nice little museum. It doesn't take a whole lot of time to go through, but still, what they've got is very nice. So, I think we're done with this part of it anyway, this particular video. Alright, hope you all enjoyed this video this morning. I appreciate my subscribers. And if you're new to my channel, if you enjoy my videos, I would ask that you would like, subscribe, and share. And I just enjoy doing these. I just do these for fun and entertainment only. And again, I do thank you so much for joining me this morning. Hope you have a nice weekend. Like I always say, I will see you on the next video. This vlog, for now, is over.